There are four types of issues associated with grants and grant fraud, and that can come back to bite you. This is especially true in the context of research misconduct, which is a separate discussion. So, the four types of issues in grant frauds are foreign influence and funding, misrepresenting data that forms the basis of funding, misrepresenting data arising from the grants. So, this could include plagiarism and data falsification, and use of grant funds. That's foreign influence and funding, misrepresenting data that forms the basis of funding, misrepresenting data arising from the grants, and use of grant funds. This was seen recently in the context of a settlement with Ohio State University, where Ohio State paid over $875,000 to resolve allegations that it failed to disclose a professor's foreign government support. This is based on a press release from November 2022. So this is kind of recent. There's also a case ongoing with Ming Xiao in the Southern District of Illinois as of April 13, 2022. And this is again based on the idea that there was foreign funding that was not disclosed in the context of grants.
Do you need help with your clinical trial compliance program? Call me at 302-252-6959.
In the context of data falsification and publication fraud, there have been multiple cases associated with this. Going back to 2022, when there were over 10 cases associated with this, and in 2023, as of May 14, there are at least 2 cases. ORI, which is the Office of Research Integrity, found, for example, in 2023, that Carlos Berley at Yale University engaged in research misconduct by knowingly, intentionally, or recklessly falsifying and or fabricating data included in 4 published projects, 2 presentations, and 3 grant applications submitted for PHS funds. Dr. Johnny He from Rosalind Franklin University of Medicine and Science engaged in research misconduct by intentionally, knowingly, or recklessly falsifying, fabricating, and plagiarizing experimental data and text that described the research from 1 preprint, 4 published papers, and represented the data and or ideas as his own under different experimental conditions in 4 NIH grant applications and in 1 research record. The falsified, fabricated, and plagiarized research data and text appeared in NIH research grant applications. So this was obviously considered to be problematic by the Office of Research Integrity. This is not just relegated to the issues of data falsification and publication fraud and in smaller cases, if you will, but you also saw Duke University in March 2019 essentially demonstrate that the DOJ will pursue these cases as well, not just the Office of Research Integrity at Health and Human Services. The DOJ will pursue grantees that knowingly falsify research and undermine the integrity of federal funding decisions. And this was to prevent the use of false or fabricated data in grant applications or reports that are completely unacceptable. Then comes the issue of the use of the grants themselves. And I've seen conversations with people who say that I want to use the grant money from this place to use it in another place. And that's not easily done either. In one specific instance, we have a settlement against former Hunter College professor and Hunter College for fraudulently using research funds. In this specific instance, the professor, Jeffrey Parsons Hitko, referred to as Parsons, was the former psychology professor who served as director of Hunter Center for HIV Educational Studies. Parsons improperly invoiced personal expenses to the NIH funds, including expenses related to scuba trips, international flights for his family, a tropical birthday celebration, and travel for his work as a private consultant. Hunter used NIH funds to pay Parsons over $90,000 in retention bonuses without disclosing these payments to NIH as required. Both Parsons and Hunter submitted false timekeeping records that misrepresented the time that CHEST staff spent working on NIH-related projects, resulting in the use of NIH grant funds to compensate CHEST staff. It was impermissible, and this led to the prosecution of the settlement. Tune in, reach out to us, and I look forward to talking to you.
Need help with your clinical trial compliance program? Email me at darshan@kulkarnilawfirm.com.